What's up, guys? Until Nick here. Welcome back to the Mario Kart Monday. Today we're going to continue our Let's Play of the Mario Kart Retro Rewind custom tracks. And in the last episode, we did the Bowser Jr. Cup with Ashley from the WarioWare series. And now we're going to be heading over to the Donkey Kong Cup with Dry Bowser, which is replaced, or Blue Shell, which is replaced by Dry Bowser. It's a pretty funny mod to look at a little bit, but yeah, we got Propeller Paradise, Honeybee Hideout, Ghostly Gulch, and Cubbing Conundrum. I don't really know what any of these could be like, but we'll see. The Honeybee one might be related to maybe Super Mario Galaxy with that like bee kingdom. Okay, we have Propeller Paradise, which actually is like Super Mario 3D Land or 3D World. I think 3D Land had the propeller block. But I think 3D World also had it, but I think it was mainly used slash like utilized in the 3D Land. Okay, well, all the CPUs are just falling off, it seems like. Also, I wonder what this does. That just eliminate blue shells because I am the blue shell. I don't think that's how it works, but we'll see. Maybe there'll be no blue shells because I am the blue shell. We can test that theory. Also, I like how the question mark blocks have propeller mushrooms, even though it kind of like defeats the purpose a little bit because it's mainly showing propeller blocks. Propeller blocks are different than propeller mushrooms apparently, which is also weird. Like, I don't know why they did that. They're like, oh, we're gonna get rid of the propeller mushroom and we're gonna add the propeller block instead for 3D Land. But then I think, didn't they go back to the 3D or the propeller mushroom in New Super Mario Bros. U? I think it was in that game. It was like not really common, but I remember it did show its face here and there, I think. If not, it was definitely in some other game. I mean, I think it was in, obviously, what's it called? Mario Maker. So at least it showed its face there, but I guess for 3D, they're like, nah, we're gonna make it a block. We're not gonna make it a mushroom anymore. So, weird decision to make, but I guess it's two different universes, maybe. I don't know. Just coming up with theories right now of like why they change it to a block. So I think, isn't it also? Oh, well, there goes our theory. We still do get hit by blue shells. Blue shell get hit by blue shell. But yeah, I think 3D, the propeller block might have also been in. Wasn't it in Odyssey? I could be wrong. Maybe it was in Odyssey, but I don't remember honestly. Maybe there was just like a Cappy ability that made it feel like a propeller block that you're like kind of not really gliding through the air, but you know, you get a burst of like a double jump kind of thing, and then you kind of slowly glide down because that's just what the propeller does. I guess it does have its differences, like the propeller mushroom in Mario Kart Wii, or not Mario Kart Wii, we are Mario Kart Wii. In New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you would, you know, spin up and then you'd slowly like descend down, but you could also descend faster by pressing down and stuff. And then the propeller block was like, you could kind of like float better. Damn, blue shell got with blue shell right there at the end of 2. Um, but you could like kind of float better in a way where it's like somewhat similar to like the flying squirrel, where it's like a combination of the two, I guess, where you're able to like kind of glide a bit more. I feel like. Oh, okay. I feel like we played this. So this is the honeybee. Yeah, this is I think this is in CTGPR or whatever. I don't know the actual abbreviation, but this was like before I did Retro Rewind. Yeah, this is a cool track. Before I did Retro Rewind, this was like the last update that I showed off for CTGP. I think that's the abbreviation. I could be wrong, but the OG custom tracks. This was in there. And for all I know, the one that we just played could have also been in CTGP for all I know. I know I said for all I know twice, but yeah, because this one I definitely do remember, because it's very just like distinct, and it is really cool and unique. Yeah, I love the question mark blocks too, the little honeycombs. Very nice touch. It's actually a lot longer of a lap than I remember it being. Oh, and there's another blue shell. Maybe the blue shell tracks more blue shells, actually. It's actually a opposite of a power up, a power down, I guess. Yeah, this is very much like a remix of Maple Tree Way in terms of a track. I know it's playing Maple Tree Way music as well, but just like everything about it, because like Maple Tree Way kind of does feel like something that would be in Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I mistimed that pretty badly, but yeah, Maple Tree Way definitely feels like something that could be. Oh, I didn't even know there's an alternative route there. Okay, check that out next time. But yeah, it's like Maple Tree Way definitely could have been like Mario Galaxy map that definitely would have, you know, worked and everything. And here we are at like an actual more based on Mario Galaxy vibes. But it's technically not, because it's like this isn't really an area in Super Mario Galaxy. Sure, it has sting bees as you see right there, but it you know, it's like inside of like a beehive, which you don't really do in Mario Galaxy. You're just like outside in this wilderness area, I guess, and on like the outside of the beehive kind of thing. I guess you do go inside for a little bit, from what I remember. But yeah, it's been so long since I played a 3D Mario, or even a Mario in general. I mean, the last one they made was like Wonder, really. Oh, I forgot to go up the route. My bad. But yeah, I think Wonder was like the last one that I like. Actually, I did play Bowser's Fury a little bit after that. I played, yeah, Bowser's Fury. I think I played like a bit last year, I want to say. Yeah, I played Bowser's Fury last year for the first time. And that one was pretty fun. I like that. And but other than that, I haven't really played anything. I do maybe want to like replay Mario Galaxy. Definitely not spending, you know, what is it, $35 for it, $40 for it. But I'll definitely play it on Wii, or maybe get higher specs with Dolphin or something like that. Cause yeah, I was like thinking maybe to replay some games too. Maybe I'll do it on the channel as well. But yeah, maybe Galaxy 1 or Galaxy 2 or something of that sort. Cause yeah, although maybe not in the near future, because I want to beat like some of the games I've been playing. I don't think I will be, but as I've mentioned before, playing Neko, very long game. I'm also playing Trails of the Sky, first chapter, also kind of long game. I am on the final chapter though of Trails in the Sky, first chapter, but apparently that is still like a really long chapter, probably the longest chapter in the game. So I still have like a bit of a ways to go, because I just started the final chapter. But and then with Neko, I'm just on episode 4 out of 8, so I'm not even halfway there. And that game is, yeah, very, very long. Each episode's like 20 hours, which is insane. So I definitely won't finish Neko. I might be able to finish Trails in the Sky in the near future. But I definitely want to keep my schedule free in terms of like starting new games, because we have a very powerful lineup still. Like, 2025 is still not over, and we still got so many bangers. We literally have the first week of December, we have Rhythm Doctor 1.0 coming out, which is just finalized and coming out with its final act. It's been in early access for a while, but it's finally coming out, and very excited for that. Unbeatable is also coming out. If you guys know, big fan of that. I've been saying that for a while, but got delayed, but now it's coming out December 9th. And then of course, Metroid Prime 4 actually coming out. Very insane. So I love to see that. I probably won't get that though until like maybe later on for like Christmas or whatever. But and maybe I'll do that on the channel, but maybe it'll be too late at that point because it's already gonna be out for like 20 days or whatever. And then we have Octopath Traveler 0, which is also coming out, which I don't really know too much about, because I think it's not really like your typical Octopath game. I do have to I want to look into that honestly, because it's not like your typical 8 characters. I think there's more than 8 characters, something like that. Maybe you can like summon previous ones or something like that. I don't know. I remember seeing the trailer and being like very confused. Damn, another. This blue shell's attracting so many blue shells. It's crazy. But yeah, fire lineup, and talking about fire games. Another blue shell. Talking about fire games, we have the nominees actually for Game Awards, which came out last week. Kind of expected. I think the game of the year is like Clair Obscura, obviously, which is broke a record. Oh, this is cool. I like Rubik's Cube and stuff. But we have, yeah, Clair Obscura. I think it got nominated for 12 different awards, which is broke a record, being the most nominated game at the Game Awards. So that's really cool. And as for like the other ones nominated, I think it was like Death Stranding 2, Hades 2, I think Silk Song's up there. And then what else was there? I think is Ghost of Yotai there? I could be wrong, but I mean the main ones are mainly Hades 2, Silk Song, Death Stranding 2, Clair Obscura, and yeah. Alright, let me take this shortcut, honestly. Cool. Okay. But yeah, honestly, fire lineup for the Game Awards. I'm really excited. But I do wonder though, like games that are coming out, because again, 2025 is not over, and again, we have Metroid Prime 4, which looks really good. Also, yeah, I think Donkey Kong Bonanza got nominated too for Game of the Year, which is cool. But Metroid Prime 4 and Unbeatable seem to be really good games, and even I guess Rhythm Doctor too, as well as Octopath Traveler 0. I don't know if that will be nominated, but it could be nominated for something. But like they're coming out in December, literally I think the week of the Game Awards, so it makes me really wonder like if they'll show up for the next year. Oh damn. Okay. If they'll show up for the next year, or if they're just gonna be like forgotten. Cause like it might be a Xenoblade 2 like effect, where I remember Xenoblade 2 being released very close to when the Game Awards happened. And because of that, it didn't get nominated for that year because it was like the week of the Game Awards. And I guess it either got forgotten or was just like too awkward of a time that they didn't know what to do, and was never nominated for anything at the Game Awards. I know a lot of people don't like Xenoblade 2, but it's one of my favorites, but I know it's a lot of other people's least favorites. But honestly, I feel like it should have gotten nominated for at least something. But damn. Oh, never mind. I thought that was the final lap. We're good. Still got a chance. But yeah, it should have gotten nominated for something, and it never did. Either for the 2017 or the 2018 Game Awards and everything. But I guess they made a comeback with Xenoblade 3, even though I think didn't Xenoblade 3, yeah, it lost to Baldur's Gate 3. I think it maybe won something, maybe won some category. Could be wrong, but yeah. I know a lot of people do really like Xenoblade 3, and I understand why. It is still an amazing game. Personally, I feel like I've said my opinion about it multiple times, but I didn't really like the villain too much, being Zed, and I didn't really feel like Noah was like the best protagonist, or like a really good protagonist. But damn, another blue dude, this is just bad luck. It's the character. Character just gives me all this attraction to other blue shells. And I think I might have lost right here. Yeah. Dang. It's because I hit the wall at the end. Probably if I didn't hit the wall at the end and lost my acceleration there, I could have gotten first, but yeah. Anyway though, I understand why a lot of people like Xenoblade 3 though. I think it is really good, especially towards like chapter 5. If the end of chapter 5. I think it's the end of chapter 5. And like start of chapter 6. Very peak Xenoblade just in general. But I don't know. I think 2 and 1 just had like a better story and like more captivating, and I like the soundtrack better. But I do admit Xenoblade 3's DLC is really good though. And it's kind of crazy how they like tie in some other things I won't spoil. But yeah, really good game. And but it's not my favorite. But yeah, all the Xenoblade games are amazing though. I love them so much. Probably my favorite series / franchise. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on, I guess, for the most part. Pretty much just didn't really talk too much about anything, or I just rambled on about anything and everything, as usual. But anyway, thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Mario Kart Mondays. And I think we have 2 more left. And that will be the end of our Mario Kart Retro Rewind custom courses, so stay tuned. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.